What is going on, guys? It's Jerome. Welcome back to another episode of NBA Kicks, the show where we count down the top 10 best sneakers worn in the NBA every single week of the season. Now, we are officially moving the show from the beginning of the week towards the end of the week. So new episodes of NBA Kicks will be on your feed every single Friday. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. On today's show, we have a brand new signature sneaker debut, which honestly kind of came out of left field. So I know you guys are really excited to see what sneaker that exactly is. So sit back, relax, maybe grab yourself a snack, and let's get straight to the list. Kicking off the list at number 10, we have Giannis Antetokounmpo with a new colorway of the Nike Zoom Freak 2. Giannis' second signature sneaker with the swoosh hasn't quite caught on as well as I think Nike would like, and the lack of killer colorways on retail shelves is definitely to blame for that, but the Freak 2 can look clean when given the right makeup, and this Oregon PE does exactly that. It's honestly not too much different from the other Oregon PEs that we've seen in the past, but what makes these awesome is that it doesn't try too hard to be different, and it just complements the silhouette shape well with the perfect color placement, as well as the classic duck logo on the tongue, which you guys know everybody's a fan of. Unless, of course, you're an Oregon State Beavers fan, in which case, you absolutely hate these. Next up at number 9, we have Carmelo Anthony with a new PE of the Air Jordan 35. Jordan Brand is back at it again with another player-exclusive colorway of their latest flagship model, this time inspired by Carmelo Anthony's son. Dubbed the Cayenne PE, this colorway is dedicated to Melo's son and his favorite colors, which apparently he has a lot of, since this colorway does make use of a variety of different colors and kind of take on the same look as Jason Tatum's International Women's Day PE with a few unique features. Obviously, you have that Cayenne logo on the backside of the heel, which looks very cool, but I'm just a huge fan of that iridescent look that Jordan Brand painted the Eclipse plate with, and overall, this is just another solid PE of the 35s, but I'm not too sure they're gonna make the end of the year list since Jordan Brand has put out so many other great colorways of the silhouette. I do hope though that I'm saying his son's name right. Cayenne? 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 Who knows? Next up at number 8, we have Steph Curry with a special colorway of the Curry brand Curry 8. Okay, so we all know the Curry 8 has had a pretty rough go when it comes to colorways, but whether you like this latest one or not, it's still a very sweet and inspiring story behind its design. This colorway was given to Steph as a surprise for his birthday and was also designed by his 3 kids, Riley, Ryan, and Cannon. According to Riley herself, she was inspired by painting in their laundry room where the kids do their crafting, and the shades of blue and pink are from Ryan and Cannon since those are their 2 favorite colors. As for the finished product, I may not be a huge fan of the color palette, but I will admit that this colorway does have a lot more character than most of the other colorways that Under Armour has put out, so just on that alone, these are definitely one of the better Curry 8 colorways to drop yet. And apparently, most people feel the same way since there's only a few sizes left available online. How many pairs exactly were made? I don't really know, but somebody likes them because they're pretty much all sold out. Next up at number 7, we have Rui Hachimura with another PE of the Air Jordan 35. So in case you didn't know, Rui Hachimura was the first Japanese-born player ever to be taken in the first round of the NBA draft, and during his short NBA career, Jordan Brand has honored that Japanese heritage with a number of player-exclusive colorways, including this latest Hinatamatsuri one. Now, Hinatamatsuri directly translates to Dolls Festival in English, and according to Jordan Brand, this PE references Japan's annual Girls' Day with a bright red fabric, which you can see on the upper, being used for celebratory displays. There's also other personal touches such as Rui's Shinto Shrine logo on the tongue, as well as some Japanese characters on the forefoot, but overall this just looks like a very premium colorway that suits the silhouette and the player extremely well, even though they may not be as dynamic as some of the other PEs that Jordan Brand has dropped this season. Coming in at number 6, we have Lou Williams with a new colorway of the Peak Tai Chi 2.0. So Lou Williams has been rocking a few Peak sneakers for the past couple of seasons, but the reason why you haven't been seeing them on any of our lists is because for the most part, most of the colorways have been pretty basic and uninspiring, but all of that changes this week with this colorway of the Tai Chi 2.0s. As you can see here, this colorway uses a cow graphic on the upper and midsole alongside a pink outsole and external heel cup, which lead me to believe that this might be a strawberry milk inspired colorway, but those green hits on the branding are keeping me from confirming that 100%. Either way, this is definitely one of the most unique sneakers that we've seen from really any brand all season long, and I thought that was enough to earn a spot on this week's list, so here they are at number 6. Next up at number 5, we have Devin Vassell with a custom colorway of the Nike KD 13. The Spurs Fiesta color scheme has made a strong comeback this season in both uniform and sneaker form, and Devin Vassell joins the Fiesta with a new custom colorway of the KD 13. At first glance, I thought that this was actually a legit PE from Nike since this colorway is absolutely impeccable, but these are indeed a custom sneaker done by RK Customs on Instagram and uses a mixture of different colors and different panels on the upper to complement the white swoosh and Spurs themed base colorway, which of course is painted in gray and black. Overall, this is just a killer custom that fooled even me into thinking that it was a legit official colorway. So hopefully more guys around the league give RK Customs a shot at creating more custom sneakers for them, because he absolutely killed it for Vassell and his KD 13s. Next up at number 4, we have Donovan Mitchell with a new colorway of the Don issue number 2 from Adidas. Okay, so when I first saw this colorway, I just knew that they had to be inspired by something, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it. At first, I thought maybe these are inspired by the Rugrats, but then that didn't feel right, so I had to think a little bit harder, and then it hit me. This colorway has got to be inspired by Hey Arnold. If you take a look at these side by side, you can clearly see the similarities with the different shades of blue and teals to go alongside with that iconic yellow and orange stripe midsole, which just has to be a nod to Arnold's undershirt. Now, I'll be the first one to admit that the hues are a little bit more vibrant on Mitchell's sneaker, and there should have definitely been a football-shaped head logo somewhere on this colorway, but I'm pretty confident to say that this is a Hey Arnold PE, since most of Mitchell's sneakers are inspired by his childhood, and Hey Arnold is definitely something he could have watched growing up and was also just a personal favorite of mine as well. So yes, I'm really stoked that Hey Arnold is getting a nod in sneaker form, but I'm still pretty mad at Adidas for not dropping the Venom colorway stateside because they dropped it over in the UK, but I don't live in the UK, Adidas. What about me? Next up at number 3, we have Kelly Oubre with a new colorway of the Converse All-Star Pro BB Evo. Over the years, the Tsunami Poppy Kelly Oubre has had a number of wave-inspired sneakers that have all been incredibly unique. However, Converse looks to raise the bar here with another wave-inspired two-tone colorway. This year, two-tone colorways have been all the rage, and Converse looks to get in on the action here with a teal and purple color scheme that is accompanied by a great wave of Kanagawa-like graphic on the upper, which you guys know I'm absolutely a huge fan of, and as always look absolutely incredible on the hardwood. But again, much like Adidas, Converse seems to have this weird thing where they give their players awesome colorways, but only give us kind of mediocre ones. So Converse, take a little piece of advice here, drop these, and everyone will be happy. Coming in as our runner-up, we have Hassan Whiteside with a new Kobe 6 Pro Tro. Okay, so here we see Hassan Whiteside with a very heat-friendly colorway of the Kobe 6 Pro Tro, but Hassan Whiteside no longer plays for the Heat. It seems that Nike didn't get that memo, so Hassan is stuck rocking this beautiful red and orange gradient colorway with his Kings black and purple uniforms, which isn't really a bad look, but it does just feel a little bit off. Nonetheless, this is just another great colorway of the sixes that Nike probably won't drop, so you'll just have to appreciate them through your screen, which is sad, but what are you gonna do? Finally, at number 1, we have CJ McCollum with the debut of the Li Ning CJ1. CJ McCollum officially joins a select group of NBA players to have their very own signature sneaker, as his partnership with Li Ning pays off with the debut of the CJ1, which is Li Ning's first signature sneaker since Dwayne Wade's Wave Wade line. Sporting a sleek high-top silhouette that reminds me a lot of the Air Jordan 34, Li Ning drops the CJ1 in this beautiful Rose City colorway, which is covered in a ton of roses from the upper all the way to the external heel cup. Li Ning also added a splash of green on the branding as well as metallic red hits to round out what is just a beautiful colorway, but as far as tech specs and pricing goes, Li Ning has not dropped that information yet. But in the meantime, let me know what you guys think about the CJ1. Do you think CJ is deserving of his own signature sneaker? Do you like what Li Ning made for him? Personally, I think it's a very sleek looking silhouette, and this colorway is the perfect way to debut them with, so I have to give Li Ning props for that. My only concern is that it just doesn't look all that different from Li Ning's other silhouettes, but they're still clean nonetheless, and officially the best sneaker worn during week 11 of the 2021 NBA season. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of NBA Kicks, which if you did, make sure you hit that like button because it helps me out a lot, and subscribe to the channel for more sneaker and NBA related content just like this. My name's Jaron. It's been great having you. Catch you guys in next week's episode. Peace!